I really wanted to start this vlog outside, but quite frankly, it's 30 degrees, coming from a 60-degree swing. Getting warmer, slowly, making some progress on the studio. Just thought that I'd go ahead and make another inventory video. No cleanup, just been busting my butt the past couple weeks, clearing out the studio, purchasing $10 lights, six $10 lights from Target, pulling out the ping pong table, big fan of ping pong. As you can see, we've got carpet as well as the foam border that runs along the back. Also a Target product. You've got 2 foot by 2 foot by 1.5 inches thick. Really nice stuff to walk on. Very expensive. Wish I could do the whole room. As you can tell, a lot of the instruments are back here as well. Just temporarily while I prepare to mop. That was primarily my plan of getting all the junk out of here, was to be able to knock down the dust and clean up the air a little bit. I definitely forgot to do touch up on this door, so I definitely need to do that. Definitely need to throw a coat of black gloss. Now, as we walk into Studio B, you'll notice the lights around the perimeter of the room. We'll get to that at one point. The black has been totally touched up. I am in the middle of building a hutch, or post-production of building a hutch. Little shout out to Amazon and instructions. Very tough night, indeed. And like I said, I just really wanted to get myself to the point where everything's off the floor and mopping may commence. Went ahead and touched up the door. Not gonna be the final black. I need to throw a glossy coat on, as well as for the cabinet here. I definitely need to fully gloss this cabinet. You know, it's just better for marks and scrapes and dirt. Also threw together this curtain rod. A little bit of a tricky situation just because I want to eliminate as much light as possible. And as you can see, as I showed you guys in the previous video, we've got the kitchen. And to our left, the new hutch. It's small, but it's nice. And I think I really would like an even smaller bench here of some sort. Just due to the fact that you do want to give plenty of access to the bathroom. We're thinking about cutting the table at a 30 degree or something like that, just to kind of minimize the drama of that corner. Looking for a contractor at the moment to install that door that you see to the right in the center of your screen. So I'm going to be contacting contractors over the next couple weeks and get her done. Looking good. Feels good to just have paper towels up there. It's such a small thing, but I'm just able to come up here and go, you know what? I'm gonna just, a little paper towel flex. Especially in these days, right? You gotta get your stock. Now, the next big question besides mopping would be the ability to remove all of the construction lights to be able to have a more mood type of environment. So let's try that on for size here. This is a little bit more moody, I'd say. A little bit of a vibe. And I probably need to add additional wall lighting. That's really going to open up this place a lot, I believe. Now, whether or not that's battery powered or wired, probably should have been something that I thought about earlier, but hey, as I tell my clients, this is podcast 1.0, just, get this show on the road. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this. All right, guys. So I just went ahead and turned off the air purifier. All right, guys, so I just went ahead and turned off the air purifier. Perfectly quiet in here. A little bit of an echo, of course, but hey, there really isn't much in this room. Hopefully I'm showing up well enough in this, dimmer lit type of perspective, but let me know what you guys think. Not only of the lighting in Studio B, but just the progress of the studio over the last few weeks. I think a big part of it is working with a new contractor and, coming at 8 a.m, working the same day as the quote, finishing the job, cleaning up, and moving on, right? And I believe that closure is one of the most important parts of life, that everything needs to have a finish in order to be successful. And I think that's a big problem for a lot of entrepreneurs, that whether or not you're a perfectionist or your life doesn't allow it, everybody deals with challenges that are unique to their own experience. So I just, also want to give a big shout out to William, which was the inspiration for this video. Just a raw walk around for a lot of his friends and associates, potentially going to be shooting at Stonelick Productions studio. So hopefully this was a good enough video to kind of give you an idea of where we're at. And a lot of my previous videos that I sent, it's of inventory of all the junk in here. So it's very nice, and I know you guys know that my heart is warm, and I'm happy that this whole 3-year ordeal is gonna be coming to an end in spring, right? Let's look forward to a spring launch. I'm gonna put out a date momentarily, so definitely stay tuned. But in my opinion, I think I'm gonna create something for people to be able to invest long-term into themselves and to be able to have a place develop themselves without the restrictions of time, and we can really create some stuff, right, where all I need to do is open up the door, right? And people with their own equipment, people, directors, makeup artists, anyone, who's creative, and if they haven't yet, definitely please reach out to me. I want to thank all my new clients. I want to shout out Sean French, as well as Michael Becker, which you'll hear about in the next upcoming few weeks, onboarding him, as well as Roseanne, big referral from Sean. And at the end of the day, I really have to thank Dom and Krista, especially Dom, for really kicking off this referral spree. And podcasting really has become my niche, and I want to double down, so I definitely want to get in the studio, get a half a dozen whiteboards together and just focus. So I'm definitely going to be looking for editors and other creatives to work on my production team. So, from a business standpoint, if that interests you, certainly reach out as well. That'll include, access to the studio, obviously, because that's where we'll be working, as well as remote work. That if you do have a computer that can handle exporting, then great. All right, let's talk. So if you don't already know, I'm Anthony Marshall Prugel, and as always, we'll see you.